So I'm going to record this video in one straight go, just me driving, and pretty much just talking through a lot of things that I feel like I need to get off my chest. Now, in no way am I like losing my mind, or does any of this shit make me feel any worse about the way that I am right now. Like right now I'm pretty happy with the way that I am, but there's a lot of things in the last week that have popped into my head that I don't feel really comfortable going to anybody that I know. So I decided to go to a bunch of online strangers through this. And I'm not quite sure why I've decided to do this. I'm not quite sure why I've done a lot of the things that I have. But that's okay, because I feel like after this whole video I'll feel a little bit better. And I don't know how long this could go. This could go for the rest of my 30-minute drive that I have here. Or it could be another 5 minutes. But I just feel like if I just start talking, eventually I'll get to where I want to go. And I'll figure it out. So, where do I start? Well, I guess I should start. Okay, so there's two issues bothering me. Two pretty big issues that are bothering me. As a guy, and sorry about this being in the dark, by the way. I should have started by saying this. I don't have any light in here, and I don't want to turn on the light and drive at the same time. It's going to affect my driving and my vision, so I'm just going to keep it in the dark. So if you haven't seen who I am yet, well, sorry, you'll have to wait for another time. This is Real Talk with Kirby, by the way. Yes, Kirby from like 6 different channels and like 3 Twitter accounts. Yeah, anyway. I want to say a couple years back, or actually, I'll go back to high school. Okay, I graduated in 2016. And I had a whole 4-year period between that where obviously every guy likes girls, so they go after girls and they start dating them and stuff like that. I had a very unfortunate high school experience, to the point of where I wasn't a ladies' man. I didn't get every girl. I fought for whatever I fought for every girl that I could get, and I tried to treat them the way that I could. The problem is at that point I had never had a real relationship, so I still didn't know what the hell to do. And so I obviously spent a lot of my high school time fighting for girls, and then when I finally got one, I was like, I don't know what to do. I've never reached this far before. Eventually I kind of found my way, though, in my first 2 years. And I found a girl I liked, and I, for the sake of confidentiality, will keep these names under wraps. Not that it's going to affect their life, but you never know, you never know the kind of things you'll say on here and what it will do to affect other people's lives. My hope is that this just falls on everyone's ears and people just listen, and maybe nobody listens. Maybe you just click on the video for the first 30 seconds and realize, oh, this is a piece of shit guy who I don't give a fuck about, and click off, whatever. Anyway, I liked this girl for a while. I asked her out on a date. She said no. She was with another guy at the time. Cool, I understand it. Whatever. No big deal. We still stayed friends, though. We were pretty good friends. And, yeah, life went on. She dumped her boyfriend. I waited a couple months. Finally asked her out a second time. She told me no again. You know what? I'm okay. It's fine. No means no, whatever. I get it. Well, yeah, it's I don't know. It was just a very unfortunate story. I felt like we had a lot of things in common. She obviously didn't feel that way. And I think it sucks that that's the way the world is if you don't look good enough, if you don't have certain qualities and stuff, then you're immediately cast aside as some outcast. And maybe that's what this whole thing is about. Is why do we have to judge people off of the looks? And this sounds really cliche, I know it does. But like, I can't tell you, over the last 4 years of my life, since being out of high school, all of the awesome and incredible and wonderful people I have met. Now, that's not meaning like they are ugly or anything. They're all very nice people. And if I had to rate their looks, they're all pretty good looking people too. And they have great personalities. But there's a lot of people in there who I'm like, probably wouldn't get a lot of people based off their looks, but their personality's great. They've got a heart of gold, and those are the people that just go overlooked. For people who are just pieces of shit and use everything they can in their arsenal to get the advantage of people. And you know what? I get that. The world today is all about taking advantage of what you can and advancing. But it's also about changing things and not following the way people go. Standing up for the things you believe in because it's what's right, and not following the crowd because it's what's popular, you know? And again, I'm telling you, that sounds really cliche, but it's not. It's not. There's more. And so whatever, I let that girl go, whatever. I found another girl, I think more towards the end of high school, I started to like. And I was trying to go after her. What the hell is going on with my windshield? Hold on. Alright. I went after her, and are these little bugs? Am I in a bug thing right now? I'll keep driving while I'm talking. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. A light drizzle just kind of came out of nowhere. Towards the end of high school, I found I liked this other girl, and we became pretty good friends for a while. And you're going to hear some rain starting to fall here in just a minute. Please, I'm really sorry, ignore that. I usually have better quality things to record with. Today is just not the day for me. So, anyway, like I was saying, I found this girl I liked. We talked for a while, became pretty good friends. And, you know, things were starting to blossom from there. And I decided I was going to take my shot with her. But she's like, you know what? You're a really good friend to me. I really don't want to have to do this, so just please don't make me do it. And I was like, you know, that's fine. I get it, whatever. Starts dating other people. Cool, whatever. I find out through somebody else, I don't even know who, that I have a chance to climb a ladder. Because I'm like, I'm on her list. I'm just ranked really, what is going on right now? I'm just ranked pretty low. So to climb the list, I was like, you know what? And this is me being dumb me that I am. And you know what? Maybe I deserve this. Maybe I absolutely deserve this. But I just found flaws in guys that she would go out with and make it to where she wouldn't go on another date with them and kind of thing. Finally, the time came where I was at the top. I was like, okay, I know for a fact there is nobody else above me. I am the top dude. I'm going to shoot my shot. It's going to be great. Everything's going to be fantastic. So what did I do? I took my shot, and I was told I just got out of a relationship. I don't feel comfortable doing this. Cool. Again, I'm good with accepting no for an answer. I get it. I'm fine, whatever. So I'm chilling, relaxing, still friends. The very next day, she got with another guy. And at that point, I knew I was wasting my time. No point. Not even going to bother anymore. And at that point, I think I was so furious with what had happened to me and what was done that I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm done with girls. I'm done with girls for the rest of my life. I don't care if I die single anymore. I'm just not going to play that game. But then, a couple months later, I got a job. I worked that job, met a couple people, and then I met this awesome girl, again, named Confidential. She's great. I loved her. She was fantastic, and we hung out all the time after work, and life was great. Things were fantastic. I got her Snapchat. We started texting. We messaged each other. We sent each other pictures. We had a Snap score, or Snap streak, whatever it's called, and things were great. It was awesome. I loved it. But I was really scared because I was falling into the same... Alright, relax. I was falling into the same thing I was falling into with girl number 2. Obviously not girl 1. Girl 1 just rejected me twice. Anyway, I was falling into the same trap of being friend zoned, and I was like, you know what? I'm just not going to do it. I'd rather just see what maybe she makes the move first, whatever. Cool. Valentine's Day, I got her a big purple bear. I was like, maybe she'll take the hint here. Nothing. So finally, I took my shot and I asked her out. She's like, yeah, let's do it. I'm down. And she was really cool about it. We went out, had a great time. And we've been dating we dated for 2 years. And just this last, oh shit, I can't see. Hold on, I'm sorry. I have to keep moving, you guys, adjusting my windshield wipers and shit, because it's raining, but it's not raining bad. It's just raining enough to cause me to not be able to see. So, this last couple months ago, though, I proposed to her, and now we're getting married. So now I'm engaged. So you can say that the story had a happy ending. And like I said, I'm really happy with where I'm at now, but those few times beforehand, I'm just like, why? I think I just want an explanation for why. Why I was played, worked against, and why somebody I thought that I had so much in common with was not even willing to give me a shot. But you know what? I think everything happens for a reason, and so I'm not super upset about it. Totally cool with it, and we're moving on. So obviously, my lesson with that was, do not ever try to find love, because you never do. You never find love. The fact is, love finds you, whether you want to or not. Love finds you. If you force it, it's not love. Love is not something you experience. Well, actually, hold on. It's just easier to say love finds you. No matter how hard you look for it, you could buy every tool in the book to try to find love. You'll never find it. It finds you, and that's a fact. And that's just rant number 1, by the way. That's rant 1. Rant number 2. This one I'm going to be a little bit more vocal about, because this is the one that's pissing me off and is flustering me and has frustrated me for months on end now, and I have done nothing about it. And this is where I'm going to do it. This right here. While I'm driving through the rain, as pissed off as I am, I'm going to try my best to try to stay focused on the road, but also let you guys know what has happened. My now fiance and I, for the last year now, have taken care of this little girl who is my fiance's niece. Okay, we've taken care of her because her mom was doing drugs and alcohol and stuff. Wasn't taking care of her kids. Okay, let me turn these off because I'm not turning these off. Let me just turn them down. Okay. She was not taking care of her kids. She didn't deserve her kids. And rightfully so, they were taken away. And my fiance got her niece, and we took care of that niece. And all of her niece's siblings who were not related to us, or were not related to her by blood, were sent to their fathers, and they all are taking care of them. And unfortunately, my fiance's brother at the time wasn't a very good guy. He's trying to get his stuff together right now. So the courts were like, oh well, we can't obviously give the niece to him. So who are we gonna give it to? Oh, they gave her to my fiance and I. And so for the last year now, we have been taking care of, a little over a year, we have been taking care of this little girl. And we bought her tons of things. We took care of her. We fed her every day. We made sure she was well bathed, clothed. We read her stories every night. I taught her self-defense. She's only 2 years old, and she's a very cute little girl. And at first she didn't like me, obviously, because I'm a new person in her life. She's not used to new people. Cool, whatever. And over that year, we grew a bond that I don't think will ever be broken for a while, at least. And what sucked is that entire year that we sat here and we fostered this little girl and took care of her, did everything that we were told to. We let her mom have scheduled visits. We let this and that happen. Not to mention, prior to us getting this little girl in the first place, my fiance wanted to see her niece whenever she wanted to. And in order for her to do that, this woman bribed my fiance and said if she took her niece, she had to take all the other children with them, which we didn't mind. The other children were very nice. We loved them all. Or she had to pay for gas for her, or she had to pay for diapers and stuff like that. Because the mom was too much of a piece of shit to go out, get the money to do it herself. Oh, hello, police officers. Oh, a lot of police officers. I think they're sitting in the middle of the road. I think I'm blocked off, boys. Hold on one second. Unless I have a way to go around them. I'm gonna try to just go around them. Give me one sec here. Well, that was something. Anyway. So eventually it just got to a point where when I talked to my fiance, I said, look, I know we're still young. I get it. But we're the best shot this little girl has at having a normal life. And I don't know about you, I'm willing to sacrifice my entire life, my future, everything, to give this little girl the best possible life she can. Because I believe she deserves it. And my fiance agreed with me. So that's what we agreed we were going to do. We were going to fight for this little girl's custody. But it seemed like no matter who we turned to, no matter who we tried to let know that we were willing to do it, they all looked at us. They said, you're too young. You're just kids. You don't know what you're doing. After a year of taking care of this little girl, you don't think we would have known what we're doing at this point? Like, I don't understand why you, like... So you think giving this little girl back to her drug-addicted mother versus two young adults is the better option? Are you fucking kidding me? I don't understand it. I don't get it. I understand trying to fight for reunification, and that's the whole point of what foster care and stuff like that is all about. They're all about reunifying the kid with their parent. The problem is, that's not always the best fucking option. So, here we sit about a year and a half later, after we first got custody of her in the first place. We gave her back earlier this year, and for a trial run to see if the mom would do it. They gave the mom a stipulation. They said, you got to get a job, you got to get a place to live, a solid place to live, and yeah, those are the two things they let her do. She got a job. She worked at McDonald's. She lives with her dad, not really a parent, her dad, who also doesn't do anything for a living, regardless. I don't understand. And then this whole COVID shit happened. Now let me tell you something, okay? I'm going to be real right here. The unemployment bullshit that has happened with COVID is the most bullshit thing to ever happen. Millions of us hard fucking workers that go out every day and expose ourselves for not even half of what these fucking idiots are receiving by just sitting on their ass at home. You want a real job? You go work fast food. You do what I do. You bust your ass every fucking day to get half the paycheck that you're getting by sitting on your stupid fat ass right now. That shit pisses me off. So if you're sitting at home, you're part of the fucking problem. Go out and get a real fucking job. Step up to the fucking plate and be real fucking people. Be men. Or even Provide for your family. That's what you're supposed to fucking do. Is it hard? Yeah, it's hard. These are hard times for everybody. But I'll be damned if I'm going to sit here and risk my life and be treated like a piece of shit by everybody else who just sits at home and receives a paycheck. It's just not fair. Anyway, that's off. I got that rant out of the way. On to the next, or onto the same topic, back to where we were. Rewind there a little bit. She works at McDonald's, and anyway, she got her kid back for trial home. COVID hit, and as soon as COVID hit, she quit or was released or something from her job, and that should have been the end of it. That should have been the end of the trial run, because she didn't follow the two things they told her to do. Have a place to live, have a job. She doesn't have a job anymore. Why does she still have a kid? Also, this has been going on for over a year. How many chances are you going to give this girl who obviously doesn't want her kid back? I don't know about anybody else in the world, but I can promise you right now that if I had a kid and that kid was taken away from me, I would do everything in my power to get that kid back. This woman obviously does not want a kid at all. And also, why are we rewarding that? Why when somebody does drugs and stuff, we give them, when we determine that they're endangering their kids, we literally give them what they want. We take away their kids and say, guess what? Now you have no responsibilities anymore. Now they're going to go to other people who now have to take care of your responsibilities for you, because you can't do it, because you're an idiot and you decided you were gonna squander your opportunity. If you loved that child, you would do everything in your power to make sure that she was safe, that she had everything she ever wanted in life, all of that, and you didn't do it. And then, not only that, right? We got to go visit the little girl just the other day at her house for the first time ever. By the way, she hasn't responded to my fiance at all. My fiance has tried countless times to get a hold of this lady so she can go see her niece, and she has ignored. She has muted the conversation on Facebook so that way she'll receive the messages, but she won't open them because she knows that if she opens them, then she has to respond. She thinks we're stupid. I think that's what she thinks. I'm not stupid. Here I am now. Right now, bitch. Let's go. I'm going to call you out right now. Not your name. I'm just going to call you out for all the bullshit you've done. Because I didn't get to do this to your fucking face. And I'm going to do it right now. All over the internet. So, we finally went over. Got to see her for the first time in probably 3 months since we gave her back. Little girl's running around talking, everything's great. This bitch, I cannot stress this enough. This bitch, and I brought my family along the way, because they also help take care of my fiance's niece in times, because obviously we're both fast food workers, so it's very hard to take care of a child and work fast food, but we have the support to do it, is the thing. So anyway, as I was saying, in front of my family, this bitch had the audacity to tell us that the reason why she has such trouble pronouncing things is because she wasn't taught properly. And most things that she should be doing right now, because she's 3 now, most things that she should be doing right now are because of us. And her hips aren't fully developed because you guys baby her. So please don't baby her, because I'm trying not to baby her. Like, bitch, she's 3 years old! The fuck do you mean? She's still a fucking baby. She's 3. When you hit 4, then they have to learn shit. You want her to learn how to swing on a swing? Guess what? She can learn that shit when she's 4. For now, push her on the swing. Show her some love, because you didn't show her any fucking attention when she was a baby. You didn't show any of your kids attention. You showed more attention to all the drugs you fucking took rather than your own fucking kids. You're a worthless piece of shit mother. You do not deserve to have your children. And I should have been taking care of that little girl, because I love her with all my fucking heart. And I would do anything for that little girl. I would kill for that little girl. Because that's how much she means to me. I would do anything to keep her with me and my fiance and take care of her and use her as my child. Because you were not willing to give her everything she deserves. And the fact that the system doesn't back me up on this whole fucking thing just proves how fucked this country really is. Look at what the fuck's going on right now. That system's so fucked they gave a kid back to the drug-addicted mother. Are you fucking kidding me? People are out in the world protesting that cops are bad. Are you fucking kidding me? Not all cops are bad people. Half the world is full of bad people. And the fact that you're going to sit there, point fingers at everybody at all the police officers and say, you're all fucking murderers, is a joke. Your ass is a joke. There are many, and I mean fucking millions of fucking police officers that put their life on the line every fucking day for your stupid people ass to sit there and be all like, yeah, you know, all cops are murderers. No. You're a sack of shit if you say that. Just because there are bad cops does not mean all cops are bad. There are millions of bad people in this world who are not police officers, and the fact that you think that all police officers are bad people makes you a shitty fucking person, and you're one of those bad people. I will make sure that is 100% clear. I will stand a million times on that minority side against millions of people if I have to prove my fucking point. Do I agree with some of the things the officers in the last couple of months have done? No, I don't. Will I defend their actions? No, I won't. But I will defend the millions of officers who have died in the line of fire protecting you guys. Because it takes a lot of guts to sit there and wake up every morning and walk out your front door and leave your family behind, never to know if you're going to get off of work and go home. I can't tell you how many videos I've watched on YouTube alone of the last calls of police officers who died in the line of duty. I can't tell you how many times I worry about some of the people in my life not getting to go home to their families. That shit is ridiculous. And I don't give a fuck who you are or what your stance is. If you want to come at me and tell me police officer murders, all police officers are murderers, your ass better be ready to fight, because I'm going to square the fuck up. I guarantee it. The system's broken. And until everybody sits there and wakes up and looks at this shit and realizes what the fuck's going on, this country's going to be fucked. Now, I'm not going to leave anywhere because I like this great country, okay? There's some things in this country that are still good. But most of this country has a lot of fucking changing to do, and we're the people to fucking start it. But if you're going to sit there and protest the wrong fucking things, then we're never going to get anywhere. But if you get your fucking heads out of your asses, screw them back on straight, and look at what actually is going on in the background, you're going to start realizing a lot of the shit that's going on. How come every time we have an election, there's a fucking disease that comes out all of a sudden, huh? Ebola? The bird flu? Are you fucking kidding me? Now all of a sudden we're worried about COVID? And here's what we're doing. Where we're sitting here with COVID, what does shutting down the state do with anything? It slows down progression. Okay, cool. We're slowing it down. That's not stopping it. It'll still fucking spread. So why not just open all the states back up? Obviously, we're going to get hit pretty hard with this, with infections. I get that. People die. It happens. It's a part of life. You can't stop death. And if it's your time to go, it's your time to go. I will know when it's my time to go. And when it's my time to go, I will take it gracefully. But us sitting here and hiding behind a closed state isn't doing shit for us. It's getting businesses shut down. People who have risked their lives to start businesses, now it's gone because nobody can go out. Nobody can do shit. Our way of life is changing, and I'm not saying our way of life changing is bad, but the way that it is right now is terrible. The fact that we're all going to become social hermits one day is going to be a total bullshit thing. So if you want to hear what I want to do, reopen the state and let's just fuck it. Let's go. Because us slowing down COVID isn't doing shit. We can sit here and try to slow it down as much as we fucking can. It's still gonna fucking progress. Boo-hoo. Open the state up. Go back to normal. Because I guarantee you, ready? Mark my words. November hits, this whole COVID shit, gone. Gone. And I honestly don't know if I have anything else more to say about that. That was a lot of shit I had to get off my chest, man. And I still don't know if I'm ever done. But you know what? If I do have to be done at some point, I'll make sure to let you guys know if I have more to say. But that's it. And if you feel like you're with me, I doubt 99% of the people watching this video agree with me. Fuck it. I don't care anymore. I will stand on the minority side 10,000 times against whoever I have to stand, whether it's the popular vote or not. This is what I believe in. This is what I plan to push. And I'm not going to sit here in silence anymore. I can't. I will not. I'm sick of watching from the sideline. It's time to do some shit. So it's your boy Kirby, and I'm signing off. And if you agree with some of the shit, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know what you agree with me on. If you think you're against me, fuck it. Tell me what you're against me on. I'd love to hear your opinion. I'd love to hear your side. I'm always willing to hear the opposition out. And if you have a good point, maybe you'll change my point of view. I'm not going to say I'm going to flip-flop it for just anybody. But if you have a reasonable point, okay, I'll take it. I'm willing to listen to anybody. I'm willing to have a civil conversation. I'm not willing to get into arguments on the internet. This is just my opinion. You want to talk? Let's talk. I'm willing to chat. As long as it's a civil conversation and you're not sitting there screaming at me about how I just suck ass as a person. Because I really don't give a shit. But if we can sit down and have a civil conversation like adults, you have my attention. This is Kirby. And peace out, bitches.